It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Celtics have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Boston Celtics. The Lakers are at the half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Lakers had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Markieff Morris has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Thomas across the timeline. The lead stands at 9. Lakers come up with it. Kevin Durant. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
To Durant. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Irving with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Contact on a drive can be you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Irving to Cousins. And count the basket. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Horford to Durant. 9.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Screen coming. Irving to Cousins. Big finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Anthony to James. Gets it in the left corner. Not that time. Horford to Marcus Smart. The monster stuff. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Across the timeline comes James. The deficit now up to 5. Irving to James. Anthony is good. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a proud city.
Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. James. Another chance.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Kevin Durant tips it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length.
Durant picked up by Carmelo Anthony. Shot from the lane won't go. Irving to Anthony. Won't go. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here's Irving into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Here comes the screen to Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is going to get 3 shots here. A career 70. Oops, he missed the first one. Hits the second. One more coming. Shot no good. Nate's just 1 of 3 on that trip. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down with the Celtics in front. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
To Caldwell Pope. Kyrie Irving, 4 out of 7. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and it's over.
Deep left corner, Durant. That's off the side of the rim, short. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 5. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Caldwell Pope to Irving. The drive, right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Durant, guarded by Morris. Rozier. Not that time. Anthony to Irving. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Marcus Smart. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. KD with the rock. To Marcus Smart. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Kuzma. The pass taken away by the Lakers. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Rajon Rondo. He's got 2 shots coming. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. To Marcus Smart. Horford to Durant. Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Caldwell Pope matched up with Durant. Kyrie lets it go. Not that time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Marcus Smart. Here's a chance from long range. It's Rondo with the rebound. To Irving. Good. Off a spin.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Good look there, but it's no good here in the fourth. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Huge block. Durant off the iron. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. Luke Walton shifting gears as the subs enter the game. To Anthony. LeBron against KD. To Irving. Knocked loose. Cousins. Cashes in for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Kyrie to James. Anthony. Horford with the rebound. To Kyle Kuzma. Durant to Marcus Smart. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
To Durant. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Rondo matched up with Durant. Yes, Carmelo Anthony, 4 out of 10.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
It's a victory here for the Celtics. They won their 18th NBA title, the most of any franchise, and their first since 2008. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics must be feeling a million different things right now, all of them great. They've done it, NBA champions. Only a select few get a chance to experience the view from the mountaintop, and they absolutely deserve it. The Lakers won't get to lift the Larry O'Brien trophy. It was one of the best seasons in the franchise history, but without a championship, it's likely to be forgotten. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kevin Durant is the choice for what you're seeing here. Impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.